Hey, hello. Hey, give me a second. Oh wait, I'm still in the studio mode. Here we go. Let's try it again. Dude, we should be good. Hey,
I remember that.
welcome everyone. Welcome to Thursday. Weird, huh? It's like we added another like streaming day. We got the PlayStation showcase happening. Actually, it technically already happened. It already happened. I haven't watched it. There's only two things now. Only two things that like actually caught me. Unfortunately, one of them was just simply because I was trying to make sure that I had like notifications turned off. Apparently, Do Not Disturb actually has two versions or two options of how to not give you notifications, and one of them wasn't really checked on, so I had to do that. In the midst of that, trying to clear notifications, I saw when you have your phone up and you have notifications that just kind of pop up like in the window, like right here, and there's usually a little tiny image that's accompanied with it, especially if it's from a Twitter page that you follow for great deals but also gets hyped for video games as well. So I may or may not have seen enlarged like image of a certain font that I recognize, the Spider-Man font. So I was like, ooh, I think I know what that is. And then the second one was me just hopping onto YouTube's front page and literally just right there, Thor Ragnarok gameplay footage. It's like, okay, all right, well, it's not like surprising, so I look forward to it. You said Thor Ragnarok? You said Thor or Thor Ragnarok? Oh, I'm sorry. God of War Ragnarok. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. That just like literally went past me. This is probably the Capcom game, right? It's the Capcom game, right? Is it? Are you? Is this just an advertisement? I think I'm legitimately just watching an advertisement.
So without further ado,
okay,
let's look at some new and amazing games.
New. Okay, because I was very concerned because when they talk about like updates to like games, of course they talk about games releasing in the holiday, but like when you tag on update into the word of it, I'm like, ooh, they're just gonna talk about add-ons. But we'll see. They just showed LucasArts, so.
That is what the Sith believe. They promise power.
Actually, I don't know
Now
what this
they
is.
wield it.
It's the evil Ray?
Face the greatest Sith in generations.
Oh.
They must be stopped.
Nice. I know that makes some people happy. Actually, quite a lot of people happy. I shouldn't lie about that. I personally never got into it, but now I can. So it'll be great. Dark Raven. I'll pretend I know what that is, although it was just kind of like a tease for now. Oh, excuse me? Excuse me? Wait, I've seen this before. Like, somewhere before. I already know that Mark already made a comment on that. I just know, dead on. But no, what? I got it looks like a Dead Space game made by Platinum Games. Well, here we are. Oh, what? Is that the Space Colony Arc? It's Sonic Adventure 3! Oh, this is crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna shut up right now. I'm sorry, Phil. About my Sonic Adventure 2 reference. Look, half the moon is gone. Eggman. Hold on. Huh. What's that gameplay remind me of? It's ooh, maybe like I think it's something about the camera shake that kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy VII Remake specifically, and then like the camera angle reminds me of like a Souls-like game, just like specifically the camera angle. And these enemies? I'm not sure. I'm also looking at the HUD. This stuff looks crazy. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit more Souls-like with that health bar on top. Looking at Mexican Bayo. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, this feels kind of like a platinum game. Hold on. What? Oh God. It's like, no, thank you. Oh, they got quick time. I'm not sure about that. Oh, hold on, I'm taking me back. I'm just like, I just want to know like title drop, and then the developers behind it, just to like confirm anything. God. Oh, this is Project Eve. Okay. I say he's just, but this is my first time seeing it. What the fuck? Oh, okay. It's cool as shit, but like, I wasn't expecting that. You're right. It was a lot of surprises already. Just the one. Oh, it's this type of game. Okay.
Dragon Lord has returned.
Wait, is this
Your party of heroes can't stop me.
that Dungeons and Dragons? Like, not Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah, it's something from
It's you, baby.
Borderlands. Okay. Actually, hold on. Okay, continue. Hold on. Usually it's lyrics that get to me. I'm like, let's just pause for a second. But hey, they have a lot of guns. I can't complain about that. It definitely is. It just feels like a mixed bag of so much fantasy and what have you.
Some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked, because shut up your face and get shooting!
All right. It came back for a bit, but I'm glad that they had a little bit of dialogue for that. It's just like, you know, guns in a fantasy world just cuz. It's just simply. To exist. The baby metal, yeah. That exists. That's a thing. Let's see what else is there. People were saying. Full, is this a full new game or DLC? I think it's a full new game. It's just Borderlands in a fantasy setting. Looks cool though. Yeah, it's like super interesting because they like throw in like, it's not like fully just pure fantasy in the sense that like you're token like dragons only, like these specific races, but it feels like they're throwing like everything in it. Starting with Tina's Wonderlands.
Alright, trailer over. No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
They're self-referential, okay. Now Spider-Man. The teaser, throw it at me. Go Web. Sorry. Oh, here's Square. I was gonna say, is this the new project?
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
It is.
Big deal. We are getting
But
out
like,
of the city, Homer. I
the
promise
cat
to go
game. No,
somewhere
it's
that loves
not.
cats. No more fights. Clean air, bright skies.
Oh, it's like, oh, is this Life is Too Strange? All right, I'll finally just stop and just listen. Wait, is this actually what I'm thinking it was? The game that looked like a Final Fantasy 15, like, but like tweaked up a notch?
Wait, stop!
It is. I'm starting to recognize like her face. And she just got isekai'd.
Where on earth?
Yeah, it is.
Earth, yeah.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Oh no.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call
It
Earth.
is.
I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind. Yeah, okay, that is something I do.
I can't believe it though. The story is that she got isekai'd and now this is like a fantasy now.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
It's, wow. I was gonna say, like, is the music? No, it should be fine.
The only hope we have. Special.
You're the one who's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our
It's cool though, like really cool. And of course, I'm gonna make a lot of comparisons to 15, just simply because of just, I guess, like how it just looks to feel, if that makes sense. But Forspoken, okay, that was the game. Okay, cool. It's the Stray Cat game. I knew it.
Frey,
Actually, please show us more of that.
no name for a demon. I am the one you seek, the one and only Tanta Sylar.
Okay. Oh, okay. Shit. I'm intrigued though. I just wasn't expecting the narrative to be like that.
For decades, Team Rainbow has been the shield against the worst global threats imaginable. Hostage situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war.
Resident Evil.
But now, we face the greatest terror our world has ever known.
Close. Sorry. Just skip this. It's already given the disapproval. Like, well, knowing that's partly Ubisoft, you're gonna see some copyright music coming in real quick.
We will move as one.
Doesn't like it? No, don't do that, please.
We will do whatever it takes.
But it did look right. Yeah, it's kind of like
as one.
A Tom Clancy's Get the Fuck Out. Or, sorry, I should really call it GTFO.
Together, we enter the unknown.
Pretty much.
Together, we fight for our future. And no one will be left behind.
I do remember that bit for it. It was a while back, but that was E3. I forget, was it I think it was Extraction that they were so hyped about, and they were just talking like the whole show of it. And I remember, I think people were like getting like really tired of them just using Tom Clancy a lot. Mark was talking about the like another shooter like Killzone, and well, I kind of agree.
It's coming for me. Whatever you do, don't go out in the dark.
I was gonna say, don't tell me what I just saw was an actual thing.
The Deerfest guests have already started.
It's Alan Woke.
Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Alice?
It really is. Because I thought that, oh, that's why I started seeing it. I was like, okay, why the fuck is my Twitter account like talking about like, or the Twitter account I'm following just showcasing Alan Wake, unless it's like a deal like for the game. I was like, all right.
With it, I could save myself. I could save
Alan
Alice.
Woke. Extraction isn't exclusive. Yeah. I admittedly never played Alan Wake, and I think it would make for a great Halloween game. Or October game, generally speaking. But will we? We'll see.
My name is Alan Wake.
Woke.
I'm a writer.
That's how I'm gonna title drop this, huh? Wait, oh, October. Hey! Please, it's amazing. Okay, well, Phil's got the approval on it. Alright, so we're gonna just go ahead and skip here, specifically because of the fact that it's copyright. Actually, you know what? No, I'll just mute it, because I already knew some music was gonna play in there. But yeah, improve. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I swear to God, don't do it. Not a how has been versus how it's going. GTA 5 going strong. I love the enthusiasm, Mark. But please. I get it. It makes you money, but please. Hey, Skyrim can do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, please stop. Because their whole thing is the fact that like, if you guys keep buying it, we'll make it. And the problem is everyone buys this. And to be fair, it doesn't mean that they're bad games. And you know, it means that people get to experience it more often than not. Okay. That's all I really wanted to say about it. Wait. Sorry, I just thought of the mask and I totally swore that I knew something. Oh yeah, I would probably freak out when that happened. Oh wait. Oh, it's that one girl. That one girl who's like super preppy during the E3 stuff, right? That people absolutely like adored on social media. And she was saying that this is like her next game. Ghostwire? I think that is. First of all, I love the hand gestures. It's great.
There remains work yet undone. Critical work. People always decry the truth.
That what I believe always will be the Skyrim perspective. Hold on, let me heal you real quick.
Still your fear. I will be her salvation.
Mari.
Oh no. Oh god, headless schoolgirl. Fuck.
The world rests on the precipice.
Excuse me?
Of transformation.
Oh, but Phil's gotta go. Gotta get my stream started. Have fun with the rest of the show. Thank you, Phil, for joining in. And if I wrap up soon, I'll be sure to throw you the raid as well.
Age will dawn.
Nice. That was interesting. I was like, so what's the word? Abstract. And just the environments versus like what's real, and it's one of those.
Guardians of the
Just kill it.
galaxy.
Just kill it right now. Kill it right now.
You came here
Just kidding.
Rejoice.
I love that woman you brought up.
Matriarch
She's top tier.
wishes
She is.
to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh.
Oh wait, this is copyright like city or like for this game. So
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
cease this at once. All right.
What you doing, buddy?
Oh, the doggo. They saw that. I saw this in like Marvel's What If. It's great.
They kept talking about it.
Like the dog comes along. But now I think that T'Challa would make the greatest Star-Lord in the world. Like, it kind of makes Quill just look terrible. But he deserves like his own spotlight, you know? Quill's alright. Guardians game looks promising. Well, I'm still kind of skeptical because like they showed the gameplay. I saw the gameplay. I wasn't 100% like enthralled by it, but it was definitely like I saw the effort in that and I was like, okay, all right. So cautiously anticipating is probably how I describe this. At least it looks what's the word for it? Cinematography wise, it looks great.
You have proven yourselves.
Everything looks so bizarre though, and I'm still having to unmute myself here and there, but thankfully I think the game will come with like a different type of soundtrack that doesn't have to use copyright music just to make it stream friendly. I think it'd be great.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way. Thanks, bud.
All right, stop. It's like, all right, no, that's enough. Space combat. Oh, yep. Hello. Wait, hold on. What's this? I was gonna say, is this Cyberpunk 0.5 with vampires? No, this is actually interesting. Hold on. Choose your race. Like, awesome. Choose if you want to be a vampire or not. Nice. In a 4v4 online multiplayer, and I just leave. Like, well, that was promising to a point. For some reason, I wanted to say brouhaha. After one of my favorite words, brouhaha. Aw. The blood hunt. Excuse me? Interesting. We'll see more. Cyberpunk 2078. Is this? It's that one game that they are promoting to hell and back. It is. But why do I not remember the name of the game?
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom.
Or is it not? No, it is.
All in one repeating day.
No need for it to throw me off, but here we go.
An endless party.
Deathloop?
That you can never leave.
Yes, Deathloop was it. Yep, okay, thank you.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these guys are doing, all spewing Eon's bullshit.
Wait, hold on.
So how come I don't remember shit?
I was gonna say, music? Copyright? I think it's not too bad.
Who are these people?
I'd like to say it's
And why is she always one step ahead?
Yeah. Anyway, what they were saying. It's like a Dishonored roguelike. Starting to get used to that word roguelike, but this is taking a little bit of that in there.
Whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop?
Game looks good. It's definitely interesting. I kind of just want to see like a run of it, right? Actually, a few runs. By the way, did you watch the Starfield locales? I did. And I would totally be down to personally visit the Water City. Not because of the drugs, just the fish. I wasn't expecting it to be that fantasy though, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, wait, hold on. Let's just make sure the music's okay. You know me. 24 hours, 8 targets. I think I'm starting to see the picture here. So like, the game takes place over the course of 24 hours. Obviously, it's in-game like time, and you go through it like many times. It's pretty much kind of like you now start to see it as Majora's Mask almost for that. Also, some like the Starfield locales, they described like walking outside the walls of that one place, fighting against like the combination of like of a wolf and a velociraptor. I kind of want to picture that better. Like I want to get a better picture of like what that looks like. And I personally would love to just go out there to fight them. That's just me. Also, I should probably watch out for any music here. There's something about it that seems off. But also, oh god. I don't like the vibes on this one. No, I'm like, okay, that's all they're gonna show. Okay. I looked at it and I was like, neurons are firing, but against this. Start running. They've been doing this quite a lot for their presentations. Just like throwing in like bits of like graphical motion stuff in the bits. But I was gonna say, holy shit, this is Craftopia. Oh my god. I should probably watch out here though too. We'll see. Oh my god, it's fucking gorgeous, dude. Jesus, dude. The water, the colors, the rain. I don't think this is copyright. We're okay. What are you doing to that seagull? Don't grab the. Oh, okay. Oh my god, what the? Oh, you can be a doggo? Sold. Sold. Okay. You can be a crab? No, go back to the dog. Sold. Good lord. It is Craftopia / Breath of the Wild / every other game. Sorry. But Mark was saying, yeah, Starfield will be an interesting game. What they said. You know, when the other game that made me think they wanted to sell PS5 to me shows up. I don't recall from the top of my head. Mainly because I have too many things feeding into my brain right now. So much stimuli. I like it though. I like this one. I was gonna say there was another game. Oh my god, he actually enjoyed that. Didn't realize you knew about Craftopia. Like, it showed up on Game Pass, and I knew about it for a while. Pretty much it's a Zelda clone, but then I looked into it and I was like, oh my god, it's literally everything else. You know which one it will be when it pops up, what I'm saying. Oh, I thought we already passed it. It's the one with the thick girl, obviously. Oh shit. Oh shit.
The Tusk of Ganesh? Now that's not an easy fight.
All of it for PlayStation 5 and PC. which is debatable for a lot of people as far as how happy you should be about it. But I say you should be happy regardless. Anyway.
Oh, crap!
Everyone obsessed with his treasure gets what they deserve.
I was like, wait, hold on. Which Uncharted game was the one with the zombies? Because I was really curious about that when I saw like a preview of it.
Are you ready to seek your
I think it was the first one actually. Star Wars was one of them. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios, at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe. Everything we do is driven and inspired by storytelling.
There's one more.
PlayStation 5
you haven't seen it yet.
Opportunity to push
it's
the boundaries
probably
of storytelling
God of War.
Further. Our
Ragnarok, right?
development teams at PlayStation
It's gotta
Studios
be.
have already delivered such incredible
Because
gaming experiences
it looks
for
really
PS5,
dope anyway.
and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming for PlayStation Studios, we're going to continue to drive innovation, advance gaming, while always embracing the legacy of PlayStation and creating games that matter. Games that you're not going to find anywhere else.
Oh no, it's not God of War.
Enjoy.
No, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Let's see it. It's probably about pirates. It's I'm trying. Spider-Man? Wait, no. It is. Also, oh God, is this? No, don't be like this. Don't be like this. I want to hear this. Oh God, but don't be like this. I want to hear, but not have to deal with copyright stuff. Wait, is this? Exactly. Are we? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't get spoiled by that. And it's Insomniac, so I'm like, I kind of believe it at this point. God, Wolverine, bruh. All right. Oh, is this Gran Turismo? Is this it? Just let me know when I need to mute. Or I'll trust it. Well, I mean, it sure is. Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest. Gran Turismo, just racing games in general, generally speaking, I know that I play a bit of like Forza Horizon, sure, but like generally speaking, racing games do not like appeal to me. In most cases, I don't know why, except for kart game races. Like I don't like how did. It's probably because like a little additional bit of the unrealness of it, the fantasy like of it, I guess. But yeah. Star Wars and Wolverine. All right, I got you, Mark. I got you. But is this it? Like, it's great looking, right? But okay. I was gonna say, just let me know when. Oh my God. We're modifying the shit out of this. We're customizing the shit out of this. Hey, photo mode. I like that, actually. Listen, if a game has potential to like literally create like screenshots that you can actually just kind of showcase like in the game or just simply just anywhere, honestly. Like a wallpaper or if you want to like add some kind of graphic to something you want to work on, I'm all for it. Like, that's what I was thinking about, like, Forza Horizon 5. It's like, literally just having as B-roll for, like, different scenes, like, for OBS even. Because it looks so good, honestly. But there it is. Here's the gameplay. And I'm like, okay, that looks cool. But to be honest, despite me just saying that, it does look kind of crazy. The last Wolverine game that was an X-Men was Origins, and that game was good. That was the one where they really got like gnarly with just like the damage on Logan, right? Where he was like completely bloody up. They really put that. They set that game to M. They could have put that to A if they wanted to. God of War was definitely a game I'd buy along with Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Oh, one more PlayStation Studio stuff. My brain just told me just pay attention to the text above that just passed. Mikhail's.
I have looked for an equal. One who could push.
Shit. 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 Oh.
One who could surprise me.
Oh my god.
Who could even beat me.
Oh, don't do it to him.
Yet all I found is disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Yes. Oh. It's true! Spider-Man 2! Okay, sorry. It's dope shit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I actually called it. Even though like when we had talked about it in the podcast, Phil kind of shot it down, like that's not gonna happen. I was like, maybe not. But there was hope. Here it is. That Thor Ragnarok. I'm sorry, I never caught that. The boy? But like older? Like the guy? No, he's kind of relatively the same.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone.
Oh, come on. I already know about Freya, but like, come on.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
maybe that's what Mother wanted.
we do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Oh, it looks absolutely crazy right now.
We haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands?
Holy shit.
He's dead.
That's
Well,
crazy.
dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
Listen.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in.
Ah, he's back too. And he's back. I still need to play this game.
To help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Oh shit.
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person.
No trust. He's nothing but.
You a calm and reasonable person.
Uh-oh. No. I was gonna say, oh no, you gotta fight him. Okay, listen. I was gonna say that PlayStation 4 God of War looked amazing as it is, and somehow they made it look even better.
Harness it. Let it serve you.
Oh my god. What the Atreus doing? he's riding his Patronus.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
Oh. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Well, some of them.
I was gonna say, Atreus, is that your is that your new love interest, Atreus? What you gonna do? I think he's around that age too. Oh, is that it? Wow. That ended like really abruptly. Okay. Ooh. Oh, also, oh my god, dude. Oh, I guess when I swap the scenes, it just kind of saves everything. So, wow. That's a lot of text from Mark. Thank you, Mark, by the way. No, an NF at the end. Just so for context, Mark was telling me about how his favorite rapper was going to be saved for the end, and it didn't even show up at the end of this stream, or like the archive version here. So I'm gonna say, honestly, from what they showed, like in total, like I would say it's a pretty good showcase, honestly. And you know, I was kind of like afraid, right? Because I talked about it like yesterday about how, you know, it's kind of more common these days to start to see like time being like added to like some updates to pre-existing games, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that when you have a showcase that has nothing but updates for like games that came out like a year ago and nothing about like new games, it kind of over time bogs you down a little bit. And I'm so happy that it didn't do this time. They showed like a brand new game like right off the bat that looks like a platinum game, like with Dead Space like vibes to it, but then it also has like Dark Souls-esque vibes to it. It was like Project Eve. That was still really cool. What else did they have? I'm gonna go and mute this. They had Grand Theft Auto 5. They also had the Uncharted remasters for PlayStation 5, which I mean I'm actually kind of okay with. Honestly, I should probably should play that like at some point. There was another thing here. They showed Tina's like Tiny World, or Tiny Tina's Wonderland, what have you, right? And then they showed shit, what was it called again? Forspoken, Forspoken, which was what I describe as like the Final Fantasy 15-2 looking game. It feels like, I think it's because of the fact that the environment has like so much negative space to it, and it's a lot of rocky terrain for the most part, and the way that the camera's kind of like angled and like how you move about feels kind of reminiscent to me to Final Fantasy like 15 specifically. I don't know the development of this one as far as like any type of inspirations being drawn, but I'm gonna guess it might have something to do with that, and I'm all for it actually, because you'll see me throwing like a couple of like hits at like 15 as far as just like being a game that like its story isn't like completely complete, right? Like it tells one story and decides to segment everything else like with DLC and other types of like ways of media that you can like watch that kind of stuff. But otherwise, for some reason, I was always so drawn to like the open environments of that game, being able to just kind of go around, whether you're walking and primarily driving on the road, hanging with the bros. And honestly, it's still like one of the best like dialogue that I see like in, I guess, Square's. Well, I guess I can't really say that, but it's still great regardless. There was another one. Oh yeah, they showed like Extraction from Tom Clancy's. That's a game. It's a game that exists, and I'm pretty sure it's people. Alan Woke, but I should probably like actually play that. I mean, hey, like it's one of those games that, I mean, there was a sequel to it, right? But I just never like got into it. I wasn't that interested. But I mean, hey, it feels like recommending it. It's like maybe we should make the dive into that. And then oh yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. That was the next thing. Very abstract. I'm very curious about it, though. When are we gonna see the Capcom game about the guy in space? Or at least it stars like Kojima Productions like Avatar type of thing in what used to be like I think Tokyo, and then like all of a sudden he shows up on the moon with a little girl like in hand, and I don't think she was even wearing like a spacesuit, so you were kind of wondering like how is she breathing in the air, and then it just like cut, and we never got to see it. I was like, man, you could have done so much with that. They showed quite a bit of like Guardians again, Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly, it does look really good, like visually. I want to see kind of more about like how the gameplay can evolve, because from what I saw from like the demo of it, and they threw a handsome amount of like content in there, right? From last time we saw it for like Square Enix's side, they showed a lot, and I wasn't exactly fully thrilled with that. Like, and I don't know, like maybe that's just me just seeing that and be like, oh, I think I've seen this before. And it didn't really stick out to me. Granted, I think the music could probably like help me out with that. Like if I just played this like with the licensed musics that they are going to use, I'd probably have a pretty good time with it anyway. But I don't know. I think I just need to see more with that one. The next game, actually, I'll just go ahead and keep playing it. Oh, actually, you know what? Scratch that. That's still a bunch of that. And then, was this the PlayStation Studios thing? It was, I mean, there's not really much on this one. It was just simply called, what was it called? Blood Hunt. Deals with vampires. You can sign up now about something. It's probably going to be some kind of open beta. So anyone's interested in that, you can check that out. Deathloop. Now that I think about it, I didn't think much about it, to be honest. It felt, from first impressions, I saw this and I thought like, okay, this is definitely like, this is like a Bethesda game. This is for sure like what they would do. And I saw it and I thought immediately Dishonored, and then a couple of other like works from them, and I just kind of left it at that. But when I think about like the grand scheme of this game, where it is just literally you die and you respawn like at a very specific point at a very specific time, and you just have to find out like how you can get further. And I think even though like, what's the word, roguelike games are kind of showing up a little bit more into like, I guess the norm or the mainstream. I'm pretty sure they've existed like further out before, but like this is where cases like Hades, for example, which Mark will immediately reply, Hades is the great game, fantastic, recommend it. I also agree, I recommend it as well. But like not just that one, but there's also Returnal, which is also roguelike. But I guess there's a little bit of an issue with that one as far as like its own internal problems of having like PlayStation updates that will immediately reset your game during a run, and that can be a problem. But it's also a roguelike nevertheless, and you know, it looks great. And so I think we're going to start to see a lot more roguelike games just kind of service in like mainstream stuff, and you're going to start seeing them like more often than not. So, and I think Deathloop is one of those games. I think it's going to be actually better than you would think, right? Or at least, I'm sorry, that's me like talking out loud. Like I look at it, I'm like, it looks all right, but it's probably better than I think. But yeah, next game. What was it? Oh yeah, it was kind of like a sneak like preview like of like what seems to be a horror game. And they had the title for it. Was it really called Name of the Machine? Or well, anyway, you guys can check it out later. They have like a very visually aesthetic or visually pleasing game. God, the environment's like fantastic, but I don't remember what the name of the game was. But it deals with like a young girl. I totally did not read what the story was all about. That's on me. But I am curious. I want to see like more and more about it, because it looks like the gameplay for that game is like literally swapping like your body with another like creature, and it lets you change into the form of a dog, or just go into the body of a dog, and that's all it needs to do. I'm sorry, sold. Sold. PlayStation 5 and PC, Uncharted Remaster. Listen, I don't want to be Actually, I'm gonna hold you up that cliffhanger. I gotta get some water. I just realized that. But yeah, what was Mark saying? Halo Infinite next flight launches September 24th. Better sign up. Oh, what was it, September 24th? Damn, dude. What day is that actually? That better be a Friday, I swear to God. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It was, oh God. I'd be down to try it out. It was just that, like, when I think about like adding more stuff to my plate, I'm like, I immediately go for the default no, but we'll see. We'll see. The worst case scenario, I sign up and I actually never play it. This feels terrible. But yeah. Oh yeah, what was I leaving off with the cliffhanger? Oh yeah, so I know a content creator who is not so happy that Uncharted is showing up on PC, as well as like a number of PlayStation exclusives, previously exclusives, are showing up on PC. And you know what? That's an okay take. That is totally an okay take. I just was kind of surprised how reactive that video went. And anyway, I am happy that people get to like play this game. And honestly, maybe I should just start picking up for the PlayStation 5. I think it's about that time. I've thought about like the Uncharted series. I know that like David himself got like a copy of like the trilogy and stuff like that. And of course there's like the fourth one as well. But if they're all remastered all at once in one nice little package, I mean, it gets some money and I get to try it. So that might be the best time to do it. It just might be the best time to do it. In any case, I just realized now that they were in like for 30 minutes and then they started talking about the PlayStation like studio games. And you know what? That's, well, isn't it like, there's something about that. I could have sworn it was going to be like much more focused on like PlayStation Studios, but maybe I just misread like what they were saying like yesterday. Yeah. Not having said that though, like everything they've showed so far is pretty impressive anyway. So let me get this straight. So Insomniac Games, not only are they making another Spider-Man game, but they're also working on Wolverine. What the fuck? Yo. Also, how's this gonna play? How's Wolverine gonna play? Like, hold on. This is the important question, because I'll have to like look back at like what the last Wolverine game, which was like Origins Wolverine, and they went crazy on that game as far as like the visuals on that, like how gory it could get. But I don't know, like Insomniac can do like a crazy amount of things, and they now have, well, they kind of have been, but they have a resume, a very impressive resume, where I look at that and I think, this isn't just gonna be like some weird offshoot type of thing. Like, I mean, like what they'll probably make is probably legit, not gonna lie. So part of me wants to think like they might go a little bit like more grounded in like the gameplay for Logan, or sorry, Wolverine, or they just make like kind of a Spider-Man light out of it, in the sense that he can climb for sure. He can definitely leap if he wants to, but for the most part, he's going to be staying grounded versus like Spider-Man's like semi-aerial combat. But the next game was Gran Turismo that they showed off, which, I mean, looks great. Looks great. It's definitely for those who really love the franchise, or, you know, may want to actually get into it. Like, it looks really good for sure. So I'm just glad that PlayStation 5 is showing off more games in the future for sure. Because the running joke is that like, oh, finally I'll have something that like I'll finally be able to dust off my PlayStation 5. And I understand that there's some people who don't have one, and I'm very sorry about that. Hopefully they can do something about that. I'm not sure if Sony can do something personally, because it's all based on like how many like the company can manufacture. Like, that's an entirely different thing. But yeah, just moving on from that, here comes Spider-Man, and they got Venom, so that's gonna be crazy. I can't even conceive like how this will all look, because God, dude, I know I'm gonna be absolutely shell shocked when I see like actual gameplay, for sure, for sure. So Wolverine, Mark says Wolverine's gonna be really good. I really hope so, and I actually have very little room to doubt that, right? Because like Insomniac's done such a good job with Spider-Man, like they really just dug deep as far as like the origins and how it would play. The fact that it reminisces to like Spider-Man 2 as far as the web swinging and stuff like that. It's just Insomniac knows what they're doing, and for them to tackle Wolverine, like, what are they gonna do, dude? But they're gonna do it well. That's the thing. So it's just like, holy shit, dude. I don't even know what to expect. And I think the last game that they showed off, like after Spider-Man, and it's crazy because you're gonna see Miles and you're gonna see like Peter Spider-Man. So it's like, damn, does this mean you're gonna be able to play as both of them together, like team up or like swap between them? And what about Venom? Is he just gonna be main villain, like villain through and through, or is it gonna be like, could you play as Venom? Because that'd be great. I'm not gonna lie. And the last thing, I was gonna say Thor Ragnarok again. God of War Ragnarok. Oh my god. So fair number of years have passed since the last game, and it's a game that I still gotta play. And now that like this is dropped, I'm kind of just down to just look at like discounted prices. If there's any good point to look for like a first party game, because you know it's going to stay up there in stocks. Like it's not like I'm gonna just like throw like a game out there. It's not gonna be like East 8, right, where it's there for a while and then all of a sudden like it's gone, like gone, and it's like super, if not impossible to find it because of the limited printing or limited print of like of the games. Games like God of War, like you'll find it. It's seemingly been like at a $20 sale, and at times like for good deals $10 off, like almost every single like Black Friday / like holiday. Like it'll just be always like at that price point, and I think that's fantastic, because for those who are not interested or just recently got a PlayStation and you're like, oh shit, this looks dope, there's God of War for like 10 to 20 bucks instead of the $70 pricing. That's so intimidating, right? Bryce saying, I'm pretty sure it's for free on PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, you're right. If you have PlayStation Plus and they have like a PlayStation Plus, excuse me, collection, that's what they call it. It's pretty much free once you have PlayStation Plus. You can play the game. I guess I'm talking about like physicals, because at this point Phil's got me. I'm gotta be doing like physical copies of everything, because that's actually buying the game versus like just renting the licensing for it. There's nothing wrong with digital games, mind you, because there's not really much of a reason why you would lose that license like rental. It's just that there is a possibility that can be revoked for any reason. So in any case, it's also because of the whole physical collection aspect of it. There's something I totally forgot about it too. Just the charm of like able to hold the physical game copy like in your hands and just have it with you. It's less convenient, I'll tell you that much, but yeah. But in any case, I was gonna say Thor Ragnarok once more. God of War Ragnarok looks fantastic. Like, I can't, how do you like right now I'm just looking at the in-game cutscene, and like the game's like pretty well known for that. Like it's so good. And then obviously like we have the whole story, like if you know like what happened, the TLDR, or yeah, like of the versions that like, you know, mother passed away, they took it like her ashes up to the top of this mountain, and now having developed like a very strong bond, father and son bond, with the additional cast of Mimir and another supporting character who just now hates their guts, they're out like pretty much in the frozen wilds here. And Atreus has gone like a bit older, and he has a little bit more of an attitude. But regardless of how much you hate that phase of your life, this game looks great. Looks so good. I can't, like, hold on, I'm looking at it again, and mind you, this is just like the live stream feed of it. Like, I'm pretty sure this, like, if you try to like check it out, like, it's only HD, it's 1080 60 frames, but like for sure, like, there's a cleaner image of this, and it looks so good already. Like, come on now. And there's Thor. Crazy shit. And it's like, I gotta play this game stat, dude. Or play, like, at least, like, the current, like, what feels like the trilogy now. You could go hardcore and, like, try to play the other previous games, and I think you can at least play, like, God of War. I think the third one. I'll have to check and see if, like, if you're able to have easy access to play God of War 1 and onwards, because it's a different, like, play style for sure, but it is part of the lore. And having seen, like, Phil play through, like, No More Heroes, seeing what was it, No More Heroes 3 being played, like, as it is and what they show off, is just, I mean, granted, that's Suda 51, like, big on the references, but I think I'd also appreciate, like, going through the God of War experience, having played through all of them. I remember when I was in school, I had a friend who absolutely swore with this game, like, was sworn in with the God of War, because he loved, like, the mythology, like, in the lore, like, added to it. It just helped make it something that was easily, I wouldn't say easily digestible, I think that's debatable, but it was digestible for gamers, that's for sure. But yeah, let me just actually swap back to the basic cam only. But yeah, so ultimately, I was gonna say that it is kind of underwhelming in the sense that, like, literally the last 10 minutes were, like, actual, like, PlayStation Studio games, the ones with, like, the biggest budgets and the most impressive, like, looking stuff. But having said that, though, like, the previous 30 minutes of the, like, what they showed off wasn't bad. Like, sure, like, they had I mean, this is more of a personal take, everything here is gonna be more personal take. Sure, like, I'm not really into Extraction, I'm not really that interested in, like, or that interested in Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's actually the only two that I can think of. Every single other game, like Project Eve, which was, like, really, I'm, like, really curious about, like, I guess just seeing more gameplay, but also just kind of seeing the world at that point, because it does kind of feel, like, expansive. And then oh yeah, Tiny Tina, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I'm not really interested in that one either. And then they showed a little bit of Deathloop, and I think it's interesting so far now, but it's also kind of, like, on the low end of my, like, anticipation scale, but it's still really cool. That, and it's probably pretty promising too. I'm trying to look at other things. Oh yeah, they showed a little bit of Ghostwire, like, Tokyo. That's actually really interesting. Like, I mean, it's mainly because the abstract thing about it, like, what is the actual, like, concrete, like, story that's going on here? Obviously it's about a guy trying to save his girl, but some crazy stuff, like, just kind of happens in between. You're like, fuck, dude, fuck. Also, I think we got disconnected from stream. Is it on time? Kind of. It's actually a little bit past that. If you guys are not familiar, sometime, like, past an hour or so, we end up having a a cut in stream. I don't know what happens. OBS is just kind of weird like that. So in my opinion, it was actually a pretty solid PlayStation showcase. Like, what they showed off as far as PlayStation Studios is very promising, but at the same time, I don't believe those are games that are coming out, like, soon. But then again, they've been working on, like, God of War, so I don't, like, I don't even know if we have a date for that, like, honestly. I think Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like you won't see it for a while. But good lord, am I looking forward to it. Let me just verify that actually. No, actually I forgot about the girl that shows up at the end of the trailer, actually. And then after that, yeah, no, they don't really show anything else like as far as that game. Damn. And they have Spider-Man, they have Wolverine. Like, that's pretty beefy. I'm like, that, please. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So definitely I would give this showcase like a good thumbs up, right? Like it was pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Some games I didn't really care for, but there was a lot more games I was curious about, if not just already excited to see. And I think aside from the idea that like what the platform's going to be, whether it be PlayStation 4 and then upgradable to 5, or is it just straight up PlayStation 5? I mean, maybe they already like covered that, but I was just thinking that whatever the solution is, I'd probably think that still carrying it over to PlayStation 4, depending on the availability of the console, definitely kind of like relies on it. So we'll see how it all like kind of shakes out.